what if we did gold on the bottom, then yellow, yeah, and then maybe leopard on the sides? Is that too much? Can we give women an opportunity to do something where they know that they're actually creating a real and meaningful impact and earn an income? Whether that's our production and manufacturing team in Uganda, whether that's women in the United States, if we can do that a little bit better today than we did yesterday, like that's what I want to be a part of. I studied journalism while I was in university, went on to get my master's degree in journalism, graduated, got a job, and kind of had this moment where I realized that I knew a lot in my head about the injustices facing women and girls across the globe, but that my life, my community, my relationships, my friendships didn't actually reflect that. And so I quit my corporate job and bought a one-way plane ticket to Uganda. My interest in women and girls in developing economies and in conflict and post-conflict zones was very formed by my faith and this belief that the Lord is with the marginalized and with the oppressed, and that part of being a child of God and part of living in community is understanding your privilege, of acknowledging that, of being thoughtful and intentional about how am I using the privilege that I do have in a way to make the world brighter and better and more just for somebody that might not currently be experiencing that. And while I was living and working in Uganda, I started learning firsthand the challenges that young women in Ugandan society face: poverty, injustice, gender inequality.
I come from a family of 6 girls, and my mother is the breadwinner. As women, we don't have certain benefits that men are out there enjoying, yet we are all living in the same world, same resources.
Here in Uganda, people have a perception that it's only men who can do this, and women cannot. I have to prove myself a lot at all times.
Most of the challenges that the girls face in Uganda is that they're not given a chance to go far in the university or as regards the education level. They can't afford the tuition, school fees is so high.
For ages 18 to 24, 80% are unemployed. Yet to join university, you need some money. Forget about the fairy tales, you need some money. And our own parents, they pay to educate a boy first.
The society still believes just the boys should be educated.
So I knew that I wanted to help women in Uganda to go to university. And I started developing these strappy sandals. And my husband and I, we ended up selling enough sandals to send 3 women to university.
That willingness to know that I saw this, and as a human being, I didn't like it. Maybe I can do something. That's what has helped Sseko grow. As a company, we began very small, sending 3 girls to university, to where to date we have so far sent 167 girls. These are humble girls that are bright, but they've also gone through a lot. Some have come from sex trafficking, broken homes, domestic violence. Others have come from war-torn areas like the northern Uganda. But despite the fact that they've gone through a lot, we are professionals in every way. And that means when you're cutting that small piece of leather, you have to put your mind to it. You have to consider the customer first. So our products have been produced in a way that it's not only because it has a story, please buy it, help take these women out of poverty, they're so broken. No. You'll get value for your money. If the story doesn't move you, then the quality of the products and its beauty has to.
Ten years in, we are creating community and opportunity for women in Uganda. So a woman graduates from high school, she starts working at Sseko. Every month, 50% of her salary is automatically deposited into a savings account. At the end of her time at Sseko, we'll match up to 300% of her savings, and that will go towards her university tuition. So they're graduating, they're going to university, they're creating this incredible change in their communities. And we started asking, could we use that mission of creating community and opportunity for women at home in the United States as well? The answer was yes. And so we launched the Sseko Fellows. And these are the women here in the United States that sell the product, they style their friends, they share the Sseko story. They earn a commission off of all of their sales. And in addition to selling the product, they can build a team of women. So they really become leaders in our community who are not only selling the product, but leading and motivating and inspiring and equipping other women.
We share the Sseko story first and foremost, and then we go into products and show them how it's made matters, and that everything that is touch and everything that is something we are showing is by a person that's receiving dignified wages, a fair wage job, funds for university, and that their purchase is super powerful.
I'm able to share the story of Sseko, why I got started, what Sseko's done in my life and the impact that it's created for financial freedom or the ability to have purpose a little bit outside of my four walls being a mom, just by sharing these amazing products. That's part of creating dignity and respect for women in Eastern Africa.
And we bring a group of our top sellers to Uganda every year. And the purpose behind that trip is to really just experience shared humanity.
1, 2, 3.
First, when we began the Fellows program, to be honest, I first thought it was mainly for the Ugandan women. Our women are going to benefit. The American women are always going to give and give and give. And later on, I started receiving letters of women talking about how Ugandan sisters and the American sisters impact one another in so many ways.
That mutually beneficial relationship, sisterhood, community is the thing that makes me most excited about what we're doing.
As human beings, we are always faced with the challenge of, I want to help, but I don't know where to start from. And here is Sseko giving you a chance that you can actually do it, whether in Uganda or the US. They are actually helping one another.
It's a partnership, because without them, I wouldn't have products to sell, and I wouldn't make an income, and I wouldn't feel connected with them. And without us selling the product, they wouldn't have a job to come to.
We inspire each other, like, where are you now? What are you doing? I'm humbled by the fact that someone out there thinks about me, working so hard to take me and other girls to school, to university.
I went to the university because I worked hard at Sseko.
From my whole village, I'm the first girl to graduate with a bachelor's degree.
And I can't thank God enough for that opportunity, because that opportunity has made me what I am today.
When I found Sseko, I was deeply looking for meaningful relationships with other women. And the Sseko Fellows created the best friends I've ever had in my life, and really thankful.
This is not just business to give us money at the end of the month. This is a family.
We are a family at Sseko. You are not alone.
We want to be a community of people from different faith backgrounds, from different political ideologies. I think by living and being in community with people that come from different backgrounds and have experienced different challenges, that is where I get to become who God created me to be. And in being in relationship with other people who are also created in the image of God, we have the opportunity to get to be a part of something that's bigger than us and that's going to make the world even just a little bit brighter than it was yesterday.
Oh,